Virgil.
Yes.
Thank you for being with us to start with.
Right.
What's your dearest memory of Jurgen? It could be a football, could be a personal, whatever like you feel is special.
There's so many, but the one thing that I'll always be grateful for is that he brought me to the club. He is the one that obviously there were options, but the message he brought to me was he wanted to get me and only me, and he had a plan for the club, and I was a big part of what will happen in the future, hopefully, and everything he said came true, and that was something that I would never forget and will always be grateful for, because obviously he's a big part of the success that we had as a group, as a club, and he gave an opportunity to be part of it, and that's something I'm forever will be grateful for.
You mentioned the success because you won everything under Jurgen. So, but for you, which title meant the most out of all of them?
I would say the Champions League, because we were obviously all with the fans, and as a young kid, you see so many legends holding the Champions League up and celebrating it with their fans and the family, and it was something special, and to do it in the manner we did it, obviously, I won't say the final, but the Barcelona game, it was really special, and to get also the man of the match that night was on top of it was the icing on the cake, and something I will hold very close to my heart.
You go into maybe the unknown, I can say, because you've been used to come in every pre-season. It's Jurgen, it's the same staff. Now it will be someone different, new staff. So what do you think about the future, and also knowing that, well, he's leaving with good foundation in place?
Yeah, like you said, there will be so many changes happening within the staff, not only the technical staff, but the staff around the club as well, different departments. Obviously there will be players leaving. But what we'll say is the culture that the club has, the players that are here, and that's a very good foundation in order to get success again next year. And we have to take all of the experiences that we had this year to next year and be better. And that should be the aim from day one in pre-season, and I'm definitely looking forward to. But we'll see over the next couple of weeks what will be announced and how it will look going forward. But yeah, the unknown is always a bit, I won't say scary, but it's always a bit, it's difficult to get a feeling with. But we all have to trust the club in that sense, and but whoever will get the job, whoever will come in any department, they will come in a very good culture, a family club. And that's what we have to keep together, and that's definitely something I will be a part of.
Being privileged to cover Liverpool for all these years, I know that you're a group of winners and you always want to achieve a lot of things, but given how last season went, how do you evaluate this season, knowing that you won a title, you were competing for the Premier League title, and you made it to the Champions League?
Yeah, obviously, winning the Carabao Cup was obviously a great night for all of us, especially in the way we did it, in the difficult circumstances with the injuries that we had and all the young boys, and but also the getting Champions League. But eventually, when you towards the end of the season are so close, and you feel like you could definitely get there and maybe even do it, and eventually obviously you don't, and you are just not good enough, not consistent enough anymore. You can't. I think we lack that the experience, and we were a bit too inexperienced in this sense, and that we're just not good enough in that sense. And the other two were better, and that's sometimes life as well. How difficult it is, and it was very tough for me personally to deal with everything around as well. But that's the job as a captain as well. I want to get the best out of everyone, and I want to be on top of everyone. I want to help everyone, and when we are struggling, it's tough. But for me personally, I learned a lot, and then that's something I have to take into next season as well.
You were nominated for Player of the Season, so how does that make you feel about your season, being recognized by people that you had a good one?
Listen, I think it's always good to be recognized, and I think, up until, when we couldn't get the results anymore, things were going well for all of us, I think, and I was a big part of it. I played a lot of games, and obviously compared to last year, I came back to the level that I'm definitely want to be at, and obviously when we are not performing as a team that well anymore, then those type of things will be remembered quicker, and I'm a big part of that as well. But like you said, it's always good to get recognition, but it's not about that. It's all about the team in that sense, because if you perform well as a team, the recognition will follow anyway. And if it was me or other players, it's fine. But in the end of the day, I wanted to get the title. I wanted to win the title, and I wanted to win the cup. I wanted to win all of it, but we couldn't do that, unfortunately, because we weren't good enough in the decisive part of the season.
Well, the level that you reach now, how prepared you feel going into your first tournament with the national team in the Euros, also being the captain? So how excited are you about all of that?
I'm very excited. I'm very excited. Obviously, I'm really looking forward to it. Like you said, leading out the boys, I did it obviously in Qatar in the World Cup, but obviously the Euros is next door for us. It's in Germany, of course, and family, friends, and hopefully a lot of Dutch fans will be there to support us, and we need a very good team. We need a very good team to do something special there, and that's something we have to build on from day one of camp. But something I'm looking forward to, and I know I have a big role to play in that as well. And so let's go for it.
Captaining your national team, how proud do you feel about that, and how different is it captaining national team than captaining Liverpool? Yeah,
listen, I think from the first moment, being announced the captain of the national team was special. Anyway, playing for your country, I think is a special feeling. But actually, to lead out the boys and be the captain is something else, and not for everyone out there. And it's a proud feeling, and it will forever be that special feeling. And let's just make the most out of it.
Sometimes people are superstitious. Let's say the Champions League finals at Wembley and Dortmund are there again. The Euros are in Germany. Your last title was in Germany, so could that be a good sign?
What happened in the past happened in the past. We only can control what's happening in the future, but doing it now. And I think at any tournament you need a very good team. You need that special bond, and no injuries, bit of luck. You need so many things apart from only having very good players. So we know that, and let's just fight for it and enjoy it, and go out there with pride and fulfill hopefully our dreams.
Just to finish with, since we're talking about the Euros, what's your first memory of the Euros? Which one stick in mind?
98 maybe. 98 was in France.
That's the World Cup. 96 in England, I think it was, wasn't it?
No, 2000. Sorry. 2000. Yeah. My fault. In Belgium and in Holland, of course, where we unfortunately missed some penalties against Italy, if I'm correct. I think that tournament, of course, is quite stuck on my memory still, because obviously it was in Holland, but it was I was 9 at the time, and but anyway, tournaments are special. Obviously, I've the one in Qatar to lead out the guys, but the whole to experience the whole setup and everything, the preparation was something special. I'm definitely looking forward to what's coming next in Germany.
All the best of luck, Jurgen.
Thank you very much.